In today's video, we are going to learn how to find limits from a graph, including limits from the left and limits from the right. On the right side, we have the graph of y equals g of x, and we're going to evaluate these following limits. The first problem we have is the limit as x approaches -2 from the right. That's what this plus means right here. So that means I'm going to start on the right side of the graph and I'm going to move close to -2. And I'm going to ask myself, where do I think I'm going to end up? If I start on the right side of the graph, this reaches 2. I'm going to jump down here, come all the way through here, and this is where I find 2. And where do I think I'm going to end up? I'm going to end up at this value of -1. Now I'm going to approach the limit as x approaches -2 from the left side. That's what this minus means. So I'm going to start on the left side of the graph and approach -2. So I'm going to come this way, follow this curve, and it happens to be at the same spot as the other one. It's at -1. Now I'm going to evaluate the limit at -2. We say the limit at a point exists if from the left side and from the right side, they're equal to the same value. So when I come from the right side, I reach -1, and when I come from the left side, I reach -1. So the limit as x approaches -2 is also -1. Keep in mind, I'm not doing g of -2. That would have no solution because there's a hole there, meaning there's no value. But we're evaluating the limit. All right, now we're going to evaluate these limits going towards 0. So this one says, what's the limit as x approaches 0 from the right side? So if I come all the way over here from the right side, I'm following this graph, I make this jump, I go towards 0, and it looks like I reach a value of -1. When I come from the left side, I follow this curve down to here where the x value is 0, and I reach a point of -1 as well. Now remember before we said a limit exists at a point if from the left side and from the right side we think we're going to the same spot. And since from the right side and the left side it was both -1, the limit as x approaches 0 is -1. All right, our last set of problems here as x approaches 2. So the limit as x approaches 2 from the right, I'm going to start on the right side of the graph, come here. Where do I think I'm going? I think I'm going to end up here at a value of 6. Now I'm going to go from the left side. I'm going to follow this curve, and right here, I end up at a value of 3. We say the limit at a point exists if from the left side and the right side they were equivalent. We can see that the right side gave us a value of 6 and the left side gave us a value of 3. So we say that the limit does not exist, or we can write DNE when those things don't match. I hope these problems today helped you understand how to evaluate limits from a graph.